Well, we got an update on the Vitali. Apparently. Apparently the Filipinos are trying to force him to have 24 years in jail. Let's take a look. I want to see the update. I'm super excited. It's about damn time. I love my Pipino audiences. You know what? They know how it is, you know. We Hispanics and you know, Filipino audiences, we're kind of like cousins to each other, you know. We can kind of get along, you know, very well. Oh God, Jesus Christ, no wonder. Who is this dude? He used to be in the early 2000s. He used to be a prank channel person, but ever since then or so, it's been well, it's been pretty shitty downhill with his career. So kind of like a little bit of tidbit or so for those who don't know who Vitali is. I don't know too much about Vitali, but I know he used to be like a prank channel person a long time ago. King was out on the streets hunting for Vitali. Dude, I would not be surprised if that's what he was doing, to be honest. I have Filipino audiences, so, and I have Filipino friends or so. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, they would go hunt Vitali. Man, fuck this guy, to be honest. Jesus Christ. Well, actually, to be honest, I just hate, like, nuisance streamers, you know, kind of like harassing, you know, the Asian people, you know, in general, like all the Asian people, you know. I'm like, come on, dude, what's wrong with you guys, you know?
This scumbag IRL influencer can now be facing up to multiple decades in prison in the Philippines, all because he live streamed himself harassing strangers in the street, mall security guards, and stealing multiple items, including a mall security bike. Obviously, we're talking about the case surrounding Vitali, who's an American-Russian YouTuber who was one of the largest prank channels back in the day. But unfortunately,
where the fuck is he at now? What? Where'd he go? Atozi, don't tell me, dude, you went to the Philippines or so. Don't tell me Atozi went to the Philippines and just started going for the court case for Vitali.
lost his mind and ended up serving some time due to horrifically attacking a jogger in Miami.
Yeah.
But recently,
I remember that.
He came back to the internet. And he's came back to the internet a few times, but in the most recent time, he decided to come back to the internet and essentially be a knockoff Johnny Somali for some reason. And in his comeback, he was definitely not wise when it comes to picking the country to be a nuisance in. The Philippines. I don't know why you would ever want to come to the Philippines and go live with the title Disturbing the Peace in the Philippines, as that is probably one of the last countries I would ever want to have that title on my stream, let alone go around and harass people and then steal multiple items while live streaming yourself doing so. It's like the influencer version of Darwinism, and his actions are definitely catching up to him here now.
And you want to know something too as well? Since like you know, the Filipino people and like us Hispanic people, we're kind of like cousins or so. We are gonna we will fucking come down to you like the wrath of fucking God, you know? We'll fucking, dude, we give no fucking shits, dude. We will come down at you guys and just slap you silly. Cole, didn't you know, thanks to our eternal locale, Johnny Somali, the trend of going to court cases is high profile, annoying shitheads is now a thing. Infinite content. Oh God, please. I don't want to talk about no more goddamn fucking content creators being like, well, mostly, you know, most of them are from Kick or so, at least Kick streamers or so, becoming a nuisance or trying to become quote unquote famous or so, you know, trying to do the stuff like Johnny Somali or whatever these other Kick streamer or these other streamers are doing, you know?
Out because he was just perp walked out in front of the entire country.
Secretary John Vic Remulla will now make a statement.
Smart.
Yeah, the smirk he had during his arrest and mugshot, that's completely gone. Dude, he was warned multiple times. He didn't care. He just openly embraced going to jail in the Philippines on his stream. And now he's in even more trouble than what I think he's ever been in his life. And that really, really sets the bar when you look at his situation that happened in Miami. Because if you have a horrific attack on your record and somehow you're in more trouble than what you were then, oh boy. So what are they charging him for?
Vitali engaged in multiple disruptive and inappropriate acts, including...
Sorry, hold on. I can't hear it on my end, so I have to turn it up a little bit, so... Kind of hard to hear him, to be honest. Here, let me turn it up a little bit. It's kind of hard to hear him.
attempting to kiss and grab him, trying to seize his service firearm, taking videos of him without consent, mocking other security guards, and vlogging without a permit in BGC. Also, in Vitaly's latest video in BGC, nakita siyang sumasakay ng patrol motorcycle na walang abiso.
Oh wow, there's just a whole plethora of charges here that can be disastrous for him. They're also talking not just fully English, they're speaking Tagalog with English, which I think they call
Tagalog. It's Tagalog. Not Tagalog. It's Tagalog.
Taglish. So I had to transcribe a lot of this to actually understand what is going on, and then run it through ChatGPT.
He gave it. Sorry, I'm just kind of laughing or so because he kind of gave it the most white answer or so. It's funny. I just think it's funny. It's my personal opinion. Tagalog.
And then have ChatGPT essentially tell me what they were saying. So it's not fully spot on yet, but that's what happens when we're trying to break this news. So here we have, I guess, the charges against Vitaly, which aren't 100% set in stone from what I can tell, because he just kind of threw out a lot of the things that happened that they're investigating him for. So first you have unjust vexation, which is engaging in behavior that caused annoyance and distress to others. Then you have alarm and scandal, which is actions that disturb public peace and order. Then you had attempted theft, which was trying to unlawfully take a security guard's firearm.
What?
That's a serious charge.
Oh God.
Did this happen after
when?
My coverage? Did this happen after he was arrested? I don't remember that being on the stream that I skimmed through. That is a serious charge. Then you have the 2 counts of theft if they go after him for taking the motorcycle and the industrial fan. And then also that face mask, but they returned the face mask pretty quickly. So we'll see what they do there. Then you have the threatening to rob an old lady as well. But what I didn't know until now is apparently if you steal a motorcycle in the Philippines, you can actually get up to life in prison. And this is all due to
imagine that
law they put in place around
if you wanted to act like a goofball or so, he could have made like a cooking channel or so and just acted like an idiot, in his own place, invite people and do like stupid like cooking stuff, like throwing food or like throwing flour at stuff, to kind of get like, I guess you can say, a comedic kind of type of thing, could have worked, could have, but oh well, it is what it is.
16. Now, will he get life in prison? There's no way. But the fact that you would even go to a country and do something that can give you a maximum of life in prison is insane. I am seeing multiple locals say that he could be facing up to 24 years in prison, as it's up to 12 years for each of the counts of theft there. And that's just the theft cases alone. And then you have all these other charges up here as well. So, will he get this amount of time? Probably not. But I don't think he's going to just leave the country next week. To put it lightly. It seems like they very much so want to charge him. So then they go on to say that charges also stem from incidents where Vitaly is seen grabbing a security guard's hat, attempting to seize another guard's firearm, and threatening to rob a woman in Bonifacio Global C. Now, Secretary Ramola, who is the guy that essentially had him perp walked out there in front of the whole country. Now, he said that Vitaly will not be deported immediately, but will remain in the Bureau of Immigration Detention Facility to face the charges filed against him.
Damn, dude. What's even worse is that in the Philippines it's PL. I assume I'm saying it right. Philippines, right? It's election year, so they're gonna use him to set an example. Well, rest in peace, boy. Rest in peace. Honestly, rest in peace.
He also emphasized that no special treatment will be given.
Funny enough about it, Hispanic people don't play around either too as well. Have you seen what happened to El Salvador? Holy shit, dude. That shit's fucking crazy.
That we're done with foreigners who only insult Filipinos. This is an example that we are serious here in our country and we won't let them belittle us.
True.
And they also stated that authorities are seeking Vitaly's cameraman, who may also face charges for enabling a commission of crime.
Damn! Oh my, even the fucking camera guy is also getting charged too. And the Philippine jail is in another level, Co. Hey man, did you see the the new Salvadorian prison that they made over there? Holy shit, dude. The new Salvadorian prison is something, you know? I forgot about the cameraman. Yeah, holy shit, the cameraman is also gonna get punished. Holy shit, Jesus, Tozy, you scaring the shit out of me. Anyways.
It's a stark contrast from what we've seen Japan do with Johnny Somali, and now
True.
maybe even South Korea with Johnny Somali, as they seem to be playing way more softball with him there. In the Philippines, they're not messing around. They had him perp walk down in front of the whole country within a week of an arrest. Within the week of him doing it, they arrested him right away. They arrested him 2 days after my video on him. They arrested him on the 3rd of April. Now on the 7th of April, they're having him perp walked out in front of the entire country saying, hey, we're gonna make an example out of this guy. This is not okay. This is crazy. Why, as an influencer, would you ever go mess around and do this kind of content?
All the stuff that we covered for Johnny Somali is on the channel. It's in 3 parts. So everything about Johnny Somali, we watched a lot of the videos. There was so much shit happening that week. So we watched everything.
Especially not in your home country. Fair enough if you actually understand the laws of the place that you're in, but still, please never do stuff like this, because again, I want to live in a world where I can walk around in public without having to worry about being harassed by an IRL streamer. Is that so much to ask for? And I feel like everyone in the world deserves that very basic right. If you're out in public, you shouldn't have some IRL streamer harassing you to try to get some sort of reaction so they can monetize it for their live stream. It's just unacceptable. But continuing, it says Vitali's actions have drawn significant criticism and authorities are committed to ensuring accountability for his conduct in the Philippines. Here's a little snippet where he says that Vitali has to take accountability for his own content.
People have to take responsibility for the content they create. It is not a license to shame or to hurt or to besmirch anyone.
Yep.
A blog ang social media ay may kaakibat na responsibilidad.
But then Vitali gets in trouble during the press conference because for some reason the dude just can't stay serious, even though his freedom is literally on the line here. Bro's freedom is literally at stake. And speaking of the other stake, he's also now banned from Kick.com. So that stake deal is gone. He has officially been 404'd as he was so worried about becoming.
I salute this man. What a worthy sacrifice. Goodbye, idiot. Goodbye. 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 You will not be missed. Not at all. What a loser, to be honest. Honestly. Rest in peace. You won't be missed.
Before we give our next question, may I just remind Mr. Vitali to respect the secretary while he is speaking and not say anything or gesture anything that is out of the ordinary. Thank you so much. So may we call on Mr. Rambo from DZXL.
Oh boy, that is the stare of a man who wants to put you under the prison. Vitali is in for a rough time. Who would have known that harassing people and just making an absolute fool out of yourself and I guess the platform that you represent would get you banned? I feel like it's pretty obvious, but I guess people need to be made examples of so others will learn. Because at the end of the day, no one wants this, and not even Kick wants this, because Kick does not want to risk being banned in a whole country. So they're just gonna quickly ban and get rid of whatever streamer that causes a commotion like that. But then a journalist asked if Vitali is allowed to speak.
Good morning, Secretary. Jess Cruzat from ABS-CBN News. May I ask if Mr. Vitali is allowed to speak?
No, not today. Only in the formal inquest.
All right. Okay.
I mean, you could see Vitali's disappointment there. This is such an insane situation that's just so incredibly self-inflicted, like so many of the other stories that we cover. Why would you ever do this to yourself and to other people? But
because it's for content and clout. Remember, this is what these people want, okay? Remember, Johnny Somali wants clout and money. What does Vitali want? He wants the clout that he had in the old days. Remember in the old days when he used to be super popular as a prank channel? That's what he wants. That's what he fucking wants, you know? He wants the money. He wants the clout, you know? Once you have a little bit of a taste of that money and clout, you know, when you have that big platform and everything, you know? You just never want to let it go, you know? You want it. You want that high again, you know? You just want that highness again to be back, basically. That's pretty much, that's a simple answer, Atozy, you know? That's all they want. It is. It is definitely one hell of a drug, to be honest. I will be straight up honest with you.
But something I was not expecting was being credited by the police for arresting him or for finding out about this. Because here a day ago, the Taguig City police station posted criminal charges filed against YouTuber Vitaly over viral BGC incident. The Taguig police station has taken swift and divisive action in response against a viral video involving Russian-American YouTuber Vitaly, who is now facing multiple criminal complaints following an incident at Bonifacio Global City that drew widespread public outrage. Authorities immediately launched an investigation after receiving reports from local residents and security personnel who allegedly harassed the foreign content creator. Police gathered statements, reviewed complaints before the city's prosecutor's office on April 3rd, 2025. They also coordinated with hotel management and local establishments in the area to secure evidence and ensure accountability. The incident stemmed from a video posted on April 1st, 2025 by the YouTube channel Atozi titled,
Hey, look at that. Congratulations, Atozi. Shit. Damn. Holy shit. My boy has made it into the news, chat. He's made it to the news. He's famous.
Scumbag IRL streamer destroys his life in the Philippines live. That title aged very well now. Was not expecting to see my video in an official police statement though. I just saw his live stream and I was like, there's no way this guy's this stupid to be doing that there. So I made a video on it. The video, which has reached over 600,000 views, shows Vitaly
That's my boy. That's my boy,
Atozi.
Atozi.
Vitaly, 32, was reportedly staying in a hotel in Fort Bonifacio during the visit. On March 31st, around 11 a.m., he was seen walking along Bonifacio High Street where the incident took place. He was caught on video confronting several individuals while making live streaming content for social media. According to reports, these affected include security guards and workers in the area. One guard said that Vitaly forcefully pulled his ID from his neck. Another worker said that the YouTuber took his hat without permission, while a third, also a security guard personnel, claimed that the foreigner tried to grab his service firearm. Yeah, okay,
What?
so I mean, that is a serious charge. Recognizing the suspect's foreign nationality, the Taguig police also coordinated with the Bureau of Immigration to determine possible violations of immigration laws. A formal request was sent to the BI for updates of the YouTuber's current status for guidance and further action. Taguig authorities have issued a strong reminder to all visitors and online content creators to respect
We need to
local
send
laws,
speed to
warning
the
that actions
Philippines.
meant to harass or humiliate people, whether it's on camera or not, can have serious consequences. The Taguig City Police Station assured the public that they're continuing to monitor the case and are committed to protecting residents from similar incidents in the
That's
future.
good.
I mean, shout out the Philippines for handling this so quickly. And also, like, this should definitely not scare anyone from going to the Philippines because
No, I'm gonna give a clap to my Filipino audiences. I give you guys a clap. Nice job, guys. Nice job, man. Fuck these guys, to be honest, you know. I give you guys a nice clap. You guys did well. Finally, you guys, you know, at least one of the Asian countries are, you know, making these a little bit more faster for the process, you know.
they want tourism there. They just don't want people to be live streaming and harassing people in public. It's very easy to go visit a country and not act like the town. That's crazy being an official Filipino police statement. Shout out to all my Filipinos. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I'm currently in a different setup, as you can see, because I'm currently traveling to go to yet another crazy influencer trial. I guess we just do.
Wait. Is he where I think he is? Question mark? The main thing I hate about Asian countries is I hear they have massive hornets and I hate them so much.
Do that now. I've had a lot of fun doing it. So here we're going to another case tomorrow, and I have to get up at 5 in the morning. It's currently at 2:41 a.m. So I won't be getting too much sleep because I have to drive for a couple hours tomorrow to get to this court case because it is in the middle of nowhere. But hey, if this video gets like 75,000 likes, I might fly out to the Philippines as well to go to Vitaly's trial. But other than that,
comment are
feel
wild.
free to subscribe, and I'll see you
on
in the
this
next video. And yeah, drop a like on this video so maybe I can go to the Philippines as well. Peace. This scumbag
I'm curious where he's at or so. But anyways, yep. It's about time, dude. Tosa made it to the Filipino news and helped expose a dirtbag. Respect. Yes, so much respect. The I'm an American, I have rights doesn't work outside the US. It barely works in the USA these days. True. This unemployed is this unemployed is lucky he didn't do it outside the BGC, or the news will be different. Bro, millions of us Filipinos are supporting you for bringing this case to the forefront, and if you need translation help, just ask. Yeah. Nice, nice. That's good, to be honest. That's really good. It's about damn time, to be honest. Yeah, because I have some Filipino audiences who watch me, you know, and to be honest, nice job. Nice job. Like it. About damn time that some of these nuisance streamers finally have, you know, finally have the repercussion that they actually need, in my personal opinion. It's about damn time, to be honest. Seriously. Honestly. I don't know what these people think that they're gonna do, to be honest. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so we got an update at least. I think we might get maybe one more update about this, but who knows, you know? We'll see what happens, you know? I'll keep in touch with this news or so about this situation itself. But yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. Yeah, stop being a nuisance to fucking other countries, okay? Alright? Because some of us just want to go to those countries, and you know, maybe we want to do a vlog or something, you know. You know, I would like to go to another country and do a vlog, you know, without, you know, maybe getting harassed or getting maybe getting looked at the wrong way or so, you know, because they, you know, because I do eventually want to do a vlog at least, you know, if I ever go to a different country or something like that, I would do a vlog 100%, you know. But yeah, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Anyways, yep. Well, hopefully he gets the book thrown at him. That's the end of the video. And be on your best behavior. All right, I'm watching you guys. And peace.